The horrors that I have seen waking up in this world are nothing compared to what I witnessed today. So much disregard for life and such brutality. Doing a favour to gain another ally. This was one favour too many. Hancock was fighting his own war against the Institute. Having him on my side would be beneficial. But what I saw in this Pickman Gallery haunted my dreams for weeks to come. But first, I met the railroad.
Stop right there. You went through a lot of effort to arrange this meeting. But before we go any further, answer my questions. Who the hell are you?
Who am I indeed? I had reason to ask that question myself.
Not 1 foot closer.
I followed the Freedom Trail looking for the railroad. I'm not your enemy.
If that's true, you have nothing to fear. Who told you how to contact us?
I just heard a rumor about you guys in Diamond City.
I see. I'm Desdemona, and I'm the leader of the railroad. And you are? Deacon, where have you been?
You're having a party. What gives with my invitation?
I need intel. Who is this?
Wow! Newsflash, boss. This guy is kind of a big deal out there.
Do we know each other?
I didn't need to meet you to hear about you. You have made waves. You're the one rebuilding the Minutemen out of Sanctuary, right? And, as if that wasn't enough, the railroad owes you a crate, hell, a truckload of Nuka-Cola for what you did to Kellogg. He was our public enemy #1.
So you're vouching for him?
Yes, trust me. He's someone we want on our side.
That changes things. So, stranger, why did you want to meet with us anyway?
My son, Shaun, was kidnapped. I'm looking for help to find him.
Someone stole your boy? That's terrible. Do you know who did it? For your sake, I hope the Institute isn't involved.
Kellogg kidnapped him.
Well, you got your revenge. But that doesn't bring your son back. I'll have Deacon look into this. If anyone can find a lead on your boy, he can. If we're going to be dealing with you, I need to make sure we're on the same page. You know what a synth is, right?
Yeah, I know all about them.
Good. The Institute treats synths as property, as tools.
Why does the Institute treat them that way?
They're playing God, tinkering with things they don't fully understand. From that lofty vantage, it's easy to deny their creation's very humanity.
That sounds like slavery.
Exactly. So we seek to free the synths from their bondage. Give them a chance at a real life. I have a question. The only question that matters. Would you risk your life for your fellow man? Even if that man is a synth?
Once, I pledged my life to protect my countrymen. I don't see this as any different.
Well said. We'll do what we can to look into your missing boy. What the Institute has done to your family and others is what drives us. Normally, you're exactly the type of person we try and recruit. But right now, we don't have the time to train up a new agent. There are, however, other valuable ways you can contribute. And in turn, we can help you. See Deacon for details. You're free to go.
Excuse me.
Hope you didn't mind the reception. When you tango with the Institute, you gotta be careful when someone new gets on the dance floor.
Your leader was just being cautious.
Yeah, we know we're all on the same team.
Exactly. Kind of killed our chance at a friendly first impression, though. But it's all good now. I vouched for you. Nobody got shot. Still, I would consider it a close personal favor if you didn't sell us out to the Institute. Thanks.
So tell me, why did you vouch for me?
I've heard a lot of things about you. Enough to want to give you a chance. So Dez wants me to make you a tourist. That's what we call someone who helps out with the odd job here and there. What a waste. I'm just gonna come out and say this. The railroad needs you.
You got my attention.
I got a job. Too big for me, just perfect for the two of us. You help me out, we turn a few heads, and then Dez invites you into the fold. Then, if you get into a bind and need some help, your buddies in the railroad got your back.
Sign me up then.
Perfecto. Let's meet up at the old freeway outside of Lexington. I'll fill you in once you get there.
The railroad wanted to help, but I did not know how much help they would be. In the meantime, Deacon wanted some help before they would fully trust me. But before I proved myself to them, I was close to this Pickman Gallery. Something Hancock wanted me to look into. It would only be a short trip, but Hancock was right. This was deep into Raider territory. With all the explosions and gunfire in the distance, I knew this was a war zone. But the Raiders, they were not fighting against themselves. The new boys in Boston were starting to show their strength. The Brotherhood of Steel started their long campaign to rid Boston of all their enemies. This would have been okay if it was only Raiders they saw as their enemies. But the Brotherhood classed anyone who got in their way to be their enemies. But even Brotherhood Knights in their full armour sometimes fell to superior numbers, and this gave me the chance to top up on my energy cells. Before heading into cover and away from all the fighting. In finding the Pickman Gallery, I also came across a lone raider and put him down before he drew any attention to me.
Slippery bastard got away before, but Slab won't leave a man breathing after he's hunted our crew.
I heard Pickman skinned Roy alive after he snatched him. Let the rats get at him. Gives me the creeps just thinking about it.
No joke. The faster we clip this asshole, the better. It always feels like something's watching me.
The raiders were not only outside, it seemed some had beaten me indoors and were looking for this Pickman.
What the? Oh, hell no!
As I threw a Molotov, I got a better look at the horrific scene in the building before I started to take the raiders down. My attention was drawn to something behind me. Nick had fallen back. What was he doing? With the dog down, I finished the last of the raiders off.
Give up now?
I should stop putting off that detective.
And this gave us the time to look around.
This is bullshit.
There were bodies everywhere, and not only the raiders I put down.
What do you say? Nothing yet.
The dead were all in different states of being chopped up.
This is one grim locale.
Every surface and container was covered in blood and body parts. Once back into the main room, we were drawn to the sight of a sculpture built from old furniture and body parts from many dead raiders, displayed like trophies or worse, like art. One of the dead had a holotape on them.
Seth, it's me. I found out what happened to the scouts who went missing up near the old art gallery. They're dead, Seth. I'm looking at a goddamn painting of Cal's body. Oh, God. What the hell did I do to him? Who the hell is there?
Admiring my collection. I'm afraid it's not complete yet. Soon, though.
Stay away from me, you psycho!
Yes, just like that. Hold that expression on your face.
Things were starting to make sense. This Pickman was using dead raiders for his art. Dead raiders that he killed himself, and they seemed to have taken a disliking to that. And they had sent out a hunting party to kill this mass murderer. Hancock must be told about this, but I could impress him more and find out exactly what has been going on here and clear out these raiders. The top floor had been trapped, but my skills at disarming them was good enough. There were still some raiders about, but finishing them off would not be easy. We got behind the lone raider and set about putting him down. But there was still plenty more about. So we headed once more upstairs, and the artwork was getting stranger. Two more raiders and one more hard fight to come. He came around the corner while loading his gun, once again demonstrating their tactical naivety. The top floor of the building was now empty, and still no sign of this Pickman, but there was a secret passage behind a bookcase. So we still had more to explore in this strange place. The passage was in a cavity in the wall. And we were still finding traps everywhere.
I got the door open. Let's go!
Some of the raiders had entered the building after us, and they had managed to open the door leading into the basement. This passage was leading us down below the building.
This is one grim locale.
Into the sewers below the streets of Boston. The raiders had moved into the sewers, but they had left a few surprises for us.
Motherfucker!
Anyone you walk away from. Anything useful?
The last two raiders in the building had been dealt with. The rest we would need to track down in the sewers.
Be the place to provide them.
Once again, we found a sight that would make a lesser person turn back. But we had come this far. We needed to find out what was going on here.
Someone made a real mess of you, didn't they?
We headed into the sewers.
Pickman! You can't hide forever, you sick bastard. Pickman!
The raiders were making so much noise it would not be hard to find them.
Pickman!
Good.
I was not sure of their numbers, but they had spread all out over trying to find this Pickman, and it was making my job a lot easier.
Who killed the lights?
The jet will make you jittery. Guess they were right.
The drop would have killed me. I needed to find a safe way down to enter the water below. A few drops and I was down, and I would soon find more raiders to take care of.
Oh, it's on!
Still run.
One of them tried to light us on fire. We were lucky their aim was off. We waded through the filthy water, years of dirt and shit all built up and floating on the water surface. When we came out the other side, we were met with a surprise. With a grenade at the ready, I started my assault on the turret. Once it started to reload, I attacked it again.
Not that it's an option.
Ammo was starting to become a problem. It was always a problem. Bullets were not a never-ending supply. But down here, I was at real risk of running out. We started to once again head up and continue to track down the rest of the raiders. Would we get to this Pickman in time, or will the raiders find him first? I had so many questions for him. I wanted to get to him in time. The pipes were old, but looked strong enough to take our weight. Once crossed, we headed further into the sewers.
You can't hide forever, Pickman.
We could hear some more of them around a corner. This one was a tough fight.
You hear me? You're a dead man!
But a couple of grenades could make the fight easier.
Someone's coming. Got him.
But the turret had the passage well covered and would be hard to take down. But there was nowhere else for us to go. I would have to take a risk and take it out. With the turret gone, we were able to move deeper into the sewers. And we had made it to Pickman in time, but we needed to kill the last of the raiders before they killed him. We had done it. We had made it to Pickman and killed all the raiders in our way. But what was this man all about? Not a man, a monster.
That was close. Thank you. Those people deserved worse than death.
Why did they want you so badly?
A small disagreement. They objected to my hobby of collecting their heads. Let me repay you.
What did you have in mind?
A gift. Nothing more. If you visit my house again, look deep within my painting, Picnic for Stanley, and you will find my gratitude. You'll need this. Thanks again.
Not a man, a monster. Thank you all for watching my tale. Please like if you did and subscribe to never miss a video. Please comment below or on Facebook or Twitter with all the links below. I'm Shaun, Insane in the Game, and this was Fallout 4, and I hope to see you all one day in the safe zone.